All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rapid Racers Round 6 in Spain. With me today, I have Icewind as my co-commentator.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here again. I think I did one commentary gig here in Bahrain with Mr. Tipsyba, but today we have a Finnish duo here in the comms. So
yeah. I'm usually also a co-commentator with Senex, as we're the main duo currently in Rapid Racers, but for some odd reason, Senex can be here, and he delegated every responsibility to me. But that aside...
your broad shoulders can take it, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly, as I take a sip of water. We have some people already going out in the pit lane. I don't know, is the stream okay? I think it's okay.
Looks alright to me at least. So if anybody is watching, maybe you guys can give us a shout out if the audio levels and stuff are alright. So
yeah. Also, if you can see any stuttering or anything like that, just give me a heads up and I'll try to fix it on the fly. But don't know how well I can do that.
Good to me. So.
Oh,
just can't hear the audio myself, but yeah.
Yep, I just accidentally pressed the button and then I went to starting soon screen. I'm going to fix that right now. There we go. Cannot use that button for that, apparently, but that's fine.
We have some guys already out on track, the AlphaTauri boys, who are Jan Erik and Mieko. They're actually, both of them are people I don't know before, so I don't know, maybe you can are these I think pretty much everybody in this league is pretty quick. That's what I've kind of figured from the Bahrain race that I commentated.
Yeah, last week in Zandvoort we had I think it was a 1 second gap from P1 to last position, and the top 6 was, I believe, separated by a couple of hundreds or something like that. So yeah, we're dealing with pretty quick people in this league, so I'm fairly certain that everyone that's competing on this grid today will probably put up really good times. I actually don't know the times around Spain, because I'm just so horrible at the track myself.
Some idea about that, so if just about everybody seems to be out there on softs, which is a bit surprising to me, because I think Hugo at least was sort of going to do a medium hard strategy, which is the ideal one-stop strategy, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
But soft hard is also possible.
Yes. That's true.
I have a race myself on Saturday, tomorrow, and I did some practice yesterday, so I have some idea what the times here it could be. I think Hugo's done that's blazingly fast, of course, 13.8 in TT, but we'll see what the guys do actually do here on the softs today in the online lobby. So it's always a little different from TT with the tire temps and wear and stuff like that. So
yeah, absolutely, we'll see. As we have a bunch of people on flyers right now. Oh, and I just hopped on over to Luca, who's all the way over on the gravel. Has spun the car around in sector 2, probably going up the fast right-hander, and just has too much of a skittish setup on that rear and just went around. Guys pushing so hard.
It's definitely easy to do there, and we have a couple of very, very fast times already on the board, 14.2 and 14.3, which is faster than I could manage yesterday, so I don't know if that's really saying much in this game, but yeah. Anyway,
ironically, both of the people that I don't actually know who these are. I believe one of those was supposed to be Mizzo, but if I'm not mistaken, because he's at place driving for AlphaTauri, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, apparently,
so maybe one of them is. I don't. They seem to be using their real life nickname as actually. So yeah,
that's true.
14.2 is definitely fast. I'm sure of that. So
yeah, definitely.
And that's on the first run as well. So I'm kind of interested to see what the guys are gonna be producing here toward the end of the session.
Oh, and I'm trying to fix something here on the stream. You're going to be seeing the starting soon screen for a little bit, but I'm trying to fix something really quickly here. That is not the way to do that.
Following Triton around here, who got a little bit leery out of the hairpin over there at the end of second sector. Triton about to complete his first lap. maybe a little scruffy from Triton, but yeah, definitely scruffy out of the final corner there. So Triton coming across the line, and it's a 15-3, and invalidated as well apparently because it didn't count on the board.
Okay.
So.
It's fortunate for him. We have a bunch of different times on the board right now, but only 6 valid laps so far. It is extremely easy to invalidate on this track though, because the track limits are so strict.
Oh yeah, especially like that exit of turn 9 if you run a little bit wide onto the second DRS straight, as we see Timo taking a little bit of a strange line through there on stream actually, but yeah. Timo
I assume he's on his end lap, so he's not
he's
using the correct.
He's invalidated or something.
Yeah, he's not using the correct ones. So we have some idiot here starting his lap, currently sitting in P16 without a time, also going on those softs. Interesting though, I'm pretty sure I heard him say before the race that he might be going for a different strat than the softs. But assuming he's going to just put a banker time in. Car looks planted.
That is what I would have expected here, at least, because I think at least it's sort of about track position, of course, but if oh, and did I see the top guy actually DNF from the session? What's happened there? Or is that,
oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. The top guy is either DNF'd or then he retired in the... I don't actually know. He must have retired in the pits because there's one Alpha Tauri on track and that's right behind some idiot, but yeah, I don't know.
And I think this is... I don't know. Splits are not saying much here, so I don't know if he's actually gonna just set a banker time on the softs and then go out from the mediums later on.
Yeah, that's true.
Which might be the case.
As we'll see.
Because in the end, I think it's the faster strat.
Yeah, he comes through the... goes very wide on the exit of Sector 3 there, and then just abandons the lap right before the finish line.
And just get some sort of a time on the board, I guess. But yeah, 19 flat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not something you compete with.
Nope.
Do we have anyone else on laps? We have Vexit on an invalidated lap as well. As I said earlier, just a couple of seconds ago, it's very, very easy to invalidate on this track. Track limits are really strict, and yeah, that's even more so the case in 2020 than it was in 2019. As we have Felix Lundberger, also known as Brownie, starting his lap right now, also out on the softs. Not seeing a lot of people going out on those mediums except for Timo, and he doesn't have a time.
Hugo also starting a lap here, so I'm gonna follow him around. And I actually had a look in the race director, by the way, and Jan Erik, the top guy, actually DNF'd from terminal damage, so I have no idea what happened to him.
we completely missed that then, as also Hugo's invalidated on T1. So that's his lap done, and also it seems that Felix is also invalidated his lap, so lots of invalidations going on today.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, are the guys like just playing here on the softs and then they go out in the end with the mediums or something?
Yeah, it could be. They're just going out on the track on softs to just throw everyone around, and then just setting that lap time on the medium stuff. Yeah.
On the provisional pole for, is this Miso maybe? Possibly.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just call him Mieko.
Yeah.
So 14 flat, which is definitely very fast. I did a 14.4, which was invalid last night, and yeah.
Okay, right.
So this
gives me
but the level here is, I think, a little bit higher than I am. So
yeah, give me some kind of reference to what kind of speeds we're going to be seeing here. Most likely, people going out on the softs are going to improve if they're going to qualify on those tires, but we'll see.
Have a look here. Hugo did a invalidated 14.2 there, and I suppose that is just to get a time, time for the split system, so you can actually see what time you're gonna go for later on in the session. So maybe that's what he was doing here.
Alvaro crosses the finish line and goes 15 flat, pretty much. Well, closer to 15.1, but it's still a 0, so I'll call it 15 flat. And puts him in P5 for the time being, but I'm fairly certain he's going to be dropped down by that.
Would expect so. Once these top guys, because I'm gonna be expecting 14s on the mediums if these guys actually do go on the mediums in the end. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Some idiot here. Oh, sorry, that's actually Triton. My mistake. So Triton on a lap and really struggling with the car. So
Yeah, he's on a lap, but I don't know if it's a spectator bug for me, but it seems as if would have been invalidated since the track map is red. So I have a feeling that
it's not red for me, but it might also be a bug for me. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see as he crosses the.
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm sorry, Triton, but that has been caught on stream.
Yep.
That will haunt you for a time being. Anyway, moving on to cars that are doing laps. Timo is out on that medium set again, and I don't actually know if that's the same set or not. Must be, since...
Again?
Yeah, because he's on 2-lap old mediums. Unless this is a spectator bug that are abundant, but...
Yeah, it looks like he's done 2 laps on the mediums and both of them have been invalid, so that is not ideal for Timo.
Absolutely not, no.
If he ends up starting on that tire set.
Yeah, exactly. But don't you get fresh tires for that though?
If you're outside top 10, of course, yeah. But
yeah.
Let's see what he ends up doing here. So,
I'm still don't know if my stuff is glitched or not, because everyone seems to be just invalidated except for the people that are not laps. But hey ho, we'll see.
Vexit, I think here is about to start a lap.
Yeah, Alan just crossed the finish line and improved by a little bit. He went 15.6 on those mediums, so that's the first time. Well, not first time, but there's a lap time from Corsac as well on mediums. Corsac also on a fast lap right now. Oh, gets it a little bit wrong out of the uphill corner, and I think he abandons it. Yep, he does.
He's already set a time on the mediums on the board, 15.2, I think. So, or is that on the mediums? Let me have a look. No, that's on the softs actually, sorry.
Okay, so he just have a banker on the softs, and now he's out on the mediums, right? Yeah. I would look at the settings and change it to best tire for now, but if I do that, I've bound my buttons wrong on Streamlabs, and that would cost me to go to the starting soon screen, and I don't want to do that.
And Vexit loses it out of the tricky left-right corner just before. What turn is that? 7 and 8, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. There. Yeah.
And that's another lap done for Vexit. So I think this is inevitably looking like all the fast guys here are gonna go on the mediums at the end.
Yeah.
And some idiot is actually already out there on those mediums. Ooh, getting it all wrong there. So yeah.
Felix starting a lap on those mediums, currently sitting in P19 without a time. Most of the grid actually hasn't. Well, I say most of, but more than half of the grid has set times. But currently, no one has been touching that 14 flat, well, other than Mirko at this time.
21 flat for Felix, aka Brownie, I think.
Yeah.
In Sector 1, which is pretty good, I think. So let's see what he can produce here into Sector 2.
This is critical, the start of Sector 2 and these corners 7, 8. Also 9. If you can stay on track, not invalidated yet at least. How does it happen? That's a bad camera angle for there. Let's change that back.
Silly flat through there. 49 flat, so he's a little bit down on the fastest times on the board at least, but I think he can get up to top 5 here possibly.
That would be a very respectable time, at least on those medium compound tires. I did hear him say that he was more comfortable on this tire set than on the softs, claiming that the softs for his setup were a little bit too oversteery. Ooh, gets a little bit loose on the exit there, but crosses the line and goes 14.7.
That is more like what I was expecting to see on the medium, so yeah, that is definitely fast on the medium tire.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty sure that's like 2 seconds faster that can ever go on the mediums, but hey, let's not talk about my performances.
It's a good thing we're not driving today.
Yeah, I don't belong here, except for, well, maybe on the mic, but that's all.
Yeah.
Assassin finishing his lap? No, starting? No? I don't know, he's at 0 ERS, so is he just gonna... He's plummeting into the pits, alright.
Some idiot has invalidated as well, he's just looking for another gap here, I think.
I would assume
Hugo is starting his lap now.
Yeah, let's hope for him not to invalidate on T1 this time. He took it a little bit too tight the first time around, and this time looks much cleaner. This is critical to get right. This fast right-hander T3 takes the inside line there.
Takes very inside there.
Yeah.
21 flat. He's 6/100ths up on
Oh
Felix.
no! And he's deja vu just straight through that T4 there. Wait, is that T4?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is
Yep,
T4.
I think it is. Yes.
Yeah,
yep.
we're currently in T5, and I think he hasn't. Yeah, he decided to abandon his lap as well. So he's just gonna roll slowly through the track to get to the finish line to start his final lap.
Recharge that battery as well for the final lap.
Yep, as we have Triton set in his first and only lap thus far, and that's a 15.8 on the mediums. Not quite up to par to the top runners with that 1 second faster time as we saw from Felix. So.
Yep, the gaps in the race are probably going to be a little bit closer. So.
Yeah,
yep,
I would assume
we'll
so.
See, let's see, who else can we pick up out there? I think Hugo is now starting another lap here, so this is pretty much it for Hugo. So he has to set a time now, otherwise he's out of time and probably out of fuel as well.
Yeah. Following Corsac currently going into Sector 3, starting that sector right now. I don't like that camera angle, and he's looking to improve his time on those mediums. Setting that banker on the softs. Dropped to P10 because someone in front of him went faster. That was, I believe, Higgsy on those media softs. No, Corsac does. He does improve, but goes 15-1 on those mediums, so he improved by 5/10, I believe, but not enough to get
fast lap here as well. DRS open on the back straight there, and Hugo 48.8, so he is. I think 2/10 up on Felix this time, so we're possibly seeing a P3 here from Hugo.
Let's see what happens in that fast final sector. Well, fast, I say fast, it's actually quite slow, but takes it pretty well.
Pretty good, yeah.
Have to be eager on the power to get over that line there, and we will see him cross the line at 14.6.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Indeed, that's a very, very fast time on the mediums. I don't know, maybe I'll just dream about these times and try and do them tomorrow, but I think I'll be 1 second off that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Do we have anyone on a lap anymore?
Bexit is there on a lap, and this is also his final run.
Yep, we have the final run setting in right now. We have Rainbow coming in through the chicane in Sector 3. Looking to improve on that 14.9 on those softs. He's not thinking about the mediums, and he does improve, goes 14.4 and puts him in P3 right in front. And Vexit also improves directly after with 300ths of time separation between those two. So the Red Bulls definitely doing some team playing here.
Yeah, definitely. Fast times from the Red Bull toward the end of the session there. They are on softs, of course, and versus Hugo and Felix, very fast on those mediums.
This is shaping up to be a battle for strategy in this race, since Hugo and Felix / Brownie are both on those medium tires, so they'll be doing their first stints a lot longer than those softs, and if they get enough pace, they will just run away with it, but we'll see.
I think Alan is there out on a lap still, so and possibly also Copy. Is he on a lap? Yeah, Copy is out there on a lap, and he is, I think, improving on his previous try, and Copy closing the end of Sector 3 and out of the final corner, charging toward the line. DRS open, and he's completely out of battery there, so but he does improve, but only 12 fastest for Copy.
Just a little bit, yeah. We have Alan.
Very close though, like if you look at the time.
Yeah, definitely. Alan going into Sector 3 in the chicane right now, eager to get on the power. Does stay inside the lines pretty well right there, and he will cross the line at 14.9. Also qualifying on those softs, but he's outside the top 10, so he has a free choice of tire if he chooses to go mediums. I would assume he does, but pretty sure that's it for qualifying.
I think so. Triton is on an in-lap. Yeah, I'm just having a look here. Who is? Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Yeah. It is crucial to get that in-lap on your own, so in this game, because the tire wear also calculates from the AI driving you in, and also on the formation lap. So as much life as you
Ideally,
can
when I retire in the pits to really get that maximum tire wear advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for those soft runners. So we hopefully have most of the grid now retiring. 16 or 15 seconds.
Very fast time for pole, but I think that top 4 is going to be under pressure from Hugo and Felix pretty early on in the race with those faster race tires, mediums in the race.
Absolutely. As apparent in Zandvoort, we also have a pretty apparent comparison in this grid right now, because top 10 is separated by just 8/10, which is insane, pretty much. Top 14, top 15 by around a second, and then we have a couple times down here at the bottom that possibly didn't have the best qualifyings compared to the top runners, but most of them are on mediums as well, so gotta give some leeway to those people as well, because the fastest times are on softs. But yeah,
Danico especially is a fast guy, and he probably didn't really get the best lap in judging his time, but yep.
Yeah. I assume most of the people here that made these times probably just, well, straight up bottled quali.
I mean, 15.4 isn't exactly slow on the mediums. That I'm not saying that, but
yeah. But comparing to the top times, it's kind of a bottle, and at least on this grid. But if they were in the race with me, then I'd be pretty much there at P19. I'm pretty sure P20.
Yeah.
And heading into the race, we are. And do you have any insider information about the possible weather we're having? It looks pretty clear,
Did
but
we get any? Let's see.
I
So
don't...
it's dry quali and dry race. That is what my
fun
weatherman is telling me.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Who appears to be some idiot, by the way. So.
All right.
Yep.
Always pulling through with that insider information.
Yep.
As we're just gonna wait for these drivers to get ready with their setups, loading those fuels, and make final adjustments to whatever they can. But I'm suspecting, well, pretty much it's gonna be soft, hard, medium to hard. That's it.
And you have to get those softs to something like lap, I would say 9 or 10 to comfortably make it to the end on the hards, because the tire wear is a little bit critical on the soft hard strategy. But I think if somebody, these guys can do it. So, yep.
Yes, we have a car. We have a disconnect on the formation lap, and one of the Alfa Romeos.
It's Luca, I think.
Yeah, it's Luca. He's in the middle of the track, disconnected as the formation lap started, and we have Mieko here leading the pack towards the start-finish line to start this race.
I'm unable to invite Luca for some reason to the lobby. So...
Yeah, and I'm gonna have an issue here as well, because all my stuff disappeared, and I'm gonna have to press that, and I'm gonna have to press this real quick back. There we go. There we go. Stream probably saw the transfer screen for a little bit, but my fellow commentator buddy Sanix told me to put the starting soon screen on F1, and that is not a key that you want to do that, because that's my spectator menu.
Yep, yeah, that's true.
But
so you would have had to rebind something, I guess.
Yeah, in all fairness, he uses a controller, whereas I use the keyboard, so... let's see here, we have detail, and we want to have the tires set up for this, and here you can see the grid with the tires. Everything else should be okay about that, and I'll be quickly... There we go, apologies for the transitions there, but there's nothing else I can do about that right now, because I don't want to show you a black screen as this race is about to start. Any predictions?
I think the key thing here is that we interesting to see how long these soft runners can actually hang on to these fast medium guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's gonna be key to their strategy. These AlphaTauri boys at the front of the field and the Red Bull. So yeah,
absolutely.
We'll see how they get along with the fast medium runners, Hugo, Felix, and some idiot.
Yeah. Interestingly, we have a couple of people at the back of the grid also going for that hard to medium strat. So we'll see how they fare on those cold hards at the start of the race, as my camera angle is absolutely garbage, but I hope we'll manage. Please, game, can you... Oh, there we go. as we have the lights going on, but I don't think we're going to start just yet.
But it
The
gets...
lights are going to...
What is happening there? Luca
I don't
is
know.
reversing.
As the lights go out, as the grid heads down the lane, and someone has to get rid of that car at the back of the lane there. Mieko leading into T1. Red Bull's going side by side. AlphaTauri is also going side by side. Someone goes a little wide there, but I believe the entire grid gets through T1 and 2, 3. Fairly good right there. Samidia and Higgsy trading positions there as well.
Really good start from Brownie. He's already challenged. Oh, a little bit of contact there into turn 4, and he's up to P5 now. And Hugo is now back up to him because they had a little bit of contact in the previous corner. I think Hugo is going to get P5
Oh
here.
no, they're tangled together and they're locking tires. They're going 4 wide into T8, T9 here. Still battling for that position. Let's go on board of Felix here, and still going side by side. Hugo gets a position there as he gets his nose in. Some idiot all around the places here.
Oh, look at that send. Felix goes for it, and I think he's going to pick up P5 again.
Yeah, we have lots of position changes going on at the back. Alvaro and Copy also going side by side. Corsac right behind them. Alan, Assassin also going side by side as Jonah is close behind, trying to get that position away from them as well. Unfortunately, I can't look at the positions gained on the first lap because that's going to cause another transition, so I'm sorry about that.
I'll have a look at that, so...
as most of the cars here get over
yeah, it's
the
a good start from Brownie. Of course, he's up 2 positions, and also some idiot who is already up to P6 now, isn't he? He's gonna get through Hugo into turn 1, yeah. So
yeah, Hugo and
great start from
fighting
some idiot
here. Great camera angle on this fight from Higgsy's car right behind. Small few trains here. The Red Bulls, all 4 of them, the AlphaTauri and the actual Red Bulls have just broken off because of the fighting, and there's a 2-second gap between the soft runners and the mediums.
Really works for the soft runners, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's good for them for having the people behind them fight, but and they get some clean air to run away with that battle right now.
And on my screen it flashed the predicted pit stop strategy there, and it is medium hard for these medium starters, of course, and I think pit window is about lap 13 to 15.
Oh, as we have Fluffy Dave diving on the inside of Danny, but Danny defends well. Fluffy Dave kind of saw him doing a little bit of a Kvyat dive bomb there and backed off, so gave Danny the position. Also, interesting enough, lap 2 and Danny already has a 3-second time penalty, so that's not a great start for him.
Yeah. Does not bode well for his race. So
no, this is where we're going to have to start seeing that massive DRS train forming as Hugo's. Oh, we have Samidia and Felix there fighting for position at T1 again. Samidia
had a bit of a run on the main straight, but he had to back out because he was on the outside and couldn't really go anywhere there. So
yeah.
But still, the soft runners are like gained a couple of tenths still on these guys. So this fighting is definitely working in their favor and their strategy.
Yeah. As we have the AlphaTauris in their own little pairing, and the Red Bulls in their own little pairing, and the rest of the grid, pretty much. Time being.
Yeah, looks like those AlphaTauri boys maybe have a little bit of a pace advantage over the Red Bull boys at this point.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. They either have the better setup or just have the better natural pace, because they almost have a 2-second gap to Rainbow right now, and this little pairing is going to have some DRS trading here, and they can just boost their gap to the rest of the grid pretty easily, trying to gain that gap to those medium runners and hopefully get that position back when they pit for those hards pretty early on.
Followed a little bit Danico here in the middle of the field with those hards, and he's getting really struggling really with understeer on those hards, and he's got two other warnings already. So
oh no. As we have Fluffy Dave all over the back of him, both with DRS though. Is Fluffy Dave going to pull a move into T1 as the camera angle is absolutely horrible again? He looks for it, but he's actually going to fake that one out and keep racing. Oh, Fluffy Dave goes on the curb a little bit too much and loses the car and loses a little bit of a gap to Danny. Although he does have those...
is gonna get a run. Oh.
Triton going out the outside, going side by side into that corner. A little bit of bumping on the side pods, but all is fine there. Lost a little bit of time to Fluffy Dave there. Fluffy Dave with a huge lockup into T6, is that?
Yep.
Yeah, T6.
Like a little bit of a lag there as well for Triton, I think. So yeah, maybe the wheel banging was due to lag a little bit at least.
Could have been, yeah. So as Luca is still not back into the lobby, which is a shame because that's going to destroy his
still
tires.
can't invite him for some reason. I mean, I don't have a button here to invite him. I have invite watch, but that doesn't really help, does it?
I think it's because the lobby is on invite only, and only the lobby leads can do that. So.
Yeah, but I'm the host, so that's the weird thing.
Oh right, okay.
Is it because I'm the spectator, maybe? I don't know, but I can't. I don't have a button to invite him.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Massive risk. Oh, Kopi and Alvaro changing positions into T1 there. Kopi already way ahead when they go into that corner, so Alvaro noticed his pace advantage there and just let him go pretty much. Triton gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Silent Ace and Timo fighting through T3 right now, still side by side. Going into T4, and Timo is ahead. So,
just about. So, different tire choice for those guys. Timo on mediums and Silent on hards. But seems to have pretty good pace on those hards. It's a little bit stuck behind Timo at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Media a little bit skittish through the... Oh, Silent Ace. Speak of the Devil gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Those are probably going to be abundant in this race since we've seen, I believe, like 4 penalties in 5 laps, so that doesn't bode well for the drivers here.
I think Brownie Felix in P5 is starting to make some small gains on Vexit. So maybe those softs are getting a little bit slower already. Not by much, but like a tenth or two.
Yeah. Any gaps on the straight? We have Alan all on the back of Corsac. Corsac on those slower tires. Since Alan is on those mediums, he pulls her up alongside. And it's all down to braking. Oh, and they touch, and that makes Corsac go a little bit around. Oh, that rejoin was pretty bad, and he's still running around on the track. Now he stops and lets the people through, but that is...
Wing is gone as well. He's missing an end plate on the right-hand side there, so... That is disaster for Corsac.
Yeah,
He's gonna have to pit, I think.
That is probably something for the stewards to review after the race, because that was either not a great racing incident, or then just Codemasters happened. And
camera angle for that, so I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but looked like Alan was on the inside, and I don't know.
Yeah, I can't
did he
really
get turned in or what?
Yeah, I can't really comment on that because you know.
Yep.
Gotta keep it neutral here, but that's pretty much it. And as we saw here earlier, Fluffy Dave got a 3-second time penalty, so that's, what, 5 penalties in 6 laps? So keeping it consistent with the penalties, if nothing else. As we have a massive train going on, but the 2 AlphaTauri boys is absolutely running away with it currently. 3.5 seconds to Rainbow.
This is working wonders for their strategy for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because even if they're gonna have to run longer on those hards toward the end of the race, they've already got like, how much does that amount to? Like 6 seconds to Brownie Felix in P5, I think.
Yeah, about that.
So that's
the only interesting thing here is that when I look at this, Mieko in P1, Corsac just decides, decides to retire from the session because of that incident there. He doesn't feel like he can do anything about that anymore, but. Unfortunate things happens, but we'll see after the race if there's any sanctions for anything. As I was saying, interesting to see here though that Jan Erik is pretty low on ERS, so he's going to have to use a lot of overtake to stay behind Mieko. So Mieko natural pace is currently a little bit better because his ERS is at 50%, and interestingly enough, also the Red Bull's behind, both at 60-ish% ERS, so they're not pushing as much, which could explain the gap to the AlphaTauris.
Interested to see what the lap times are across the line here. So Mieko 18.4, which is very rapid still on those aging softs. I missed what it was for the rest of the guys, so I'm gonna have to look at race director. So let's.
At least Felix did 18.9, so only 4/10 off the pace in that case on those mediums at this point. So.
I'm a little bit surprised though that he wouldn't be faster at this point, but yeah, that's so Mieko definitely has very good pace on those softs at the front of the
As we have Timo and Silent Ace battling through T1 too. Silent Ace is in front right now, but Timo is right on the back of him. looking to make that move into T4, possibly. No, he's just gonna park his car behind and just follow him. Which is
a dangerous corner to go inside for.
Yeah, absolutely. Silent Ace is having some pace on those hards there. I don't know if the tire wear is kicking in yet on those mediums. It shouldn't, but the two SRL boys are not having a good showing thus far in the race, being P17, P18, probably not the positions that they had hoped for, but still a long race ahead of us, so we'll see what happens. Oh, Fluffy Dave looking for a position. Alvaro and Jonah in front, battling in Sector 3, which is not a great place to fight for position. Alvaro on those old softs, currently fighting with the hard runners at the back. Interesting to see how that turns out. Oh, he is pretty slow through Sector 3, and Jonah gives him a love tap out of the chicane, but nothing bad happens out of that. Do we have anything happening? And the Assassin is going to make a move on Alan on the main straight as Copy does the same thing in front to Higgsy. Alan is way behind into T1 too, so that's a move for Assassin done there.
Other thing up front there, so Felix, Some Idiot, and Hugo have caught up to the Red Bull boys now, so they're in that DRS train now from P3 to P7, and I'm expecting Copy to also join them in maybe a couple of laps. We'll see when the soft runners actually pit, because this, let's say that this or the next 2 laps are basically the pit window for those softs, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Felix does not have much of ERS left, so he's been pushing to get that gap to the soft runners, but he's only 5/10 behind, as only a couple laps ago the gap was 3 seconds, so definitely noticing
boys
some...
have a lot of battery though, so they can defend.
They absolutely can, but we'll see how this goes out as they go through the
and Jan-Erik is into the pits.
And Vexit also drives into the pits as well, so definitely trying to mirror...
about the time you want to do that. So.
Yeah, definitely trying to mirror the strategy that the top runners are doing there, because they know it's their race. Felix did get the DRS, but very far away from Rainbow there. Some idiot pretty close behind. Hugo's as well. Copy not that far behind either. Jan-Erik and Vexit both go onto the hard tire, so no 2-stoppers for them here.
And I think what might be the problem here now for these guys who pitted early, they're gonna be in this train, and it's gonna be a lot of traffic ahead of them. And
we have Higgsy around. He does have a puncture. Higgsy does have a puncture. I don't know what happened. I just saw some suddenly position changes going on, but
it is that left front which really wears down on this track. So yeah, this is what I expected to see from somebody at least.
Yeah. Well, are we running? Jonah gets a 30 second. Are we running full or simulate? I think we're running full damage, so that
full
can't
damage,
have.
I think it was.
Yeah, that can't have been from any contact in that case, because full damage does not do that. As we have Fluffy Dave and Danico are fighting for position here. Fluffy Dave is all around the place, and Silent is behind. Almost runs into him because he didn't get traction on those rear tires. But that's very, very, very unfortunate for Higgsy for that that puncture that he got, as we have Mieko and Rainbow now diving into the pits. So currently Felix is in the lead of the race on those mediums, and we'll see how far he can bring those tires.
Push now until everybody else is pitted, I think, to get the overcut on those guys who are going to be stuck in traffic now.
Yeah.
So Mieko comes in the middle basically of this this big train here. Oh, and Triton has driven off there in turn 1. I'm not sure what that is about. Maybe he'll just lost it. So he's crawling back the track, and I think he might have damage on the right-hand side there if I see that. Yeah, so...
Yeah, that's...
Triton's race has just gone from bad to worse.
Yeah,
unfortunately for him.
That's... right front end plate is missing, for him, so he's going to have to take most of these corners very, very slowly. In that case...
Yeah, this is basically the time when Felix, Some Idiot, and Hugo have to strike, because Mieko, Jan-Erik, and Vexit, and also Rainbow, they're all in the traffic now. Or actually, the Red Bull boys are pretty much in the clear, but they're... How did they lose so much time? They're like 7 seconds.
Oh, Silent Ace and Fluffy Dave and Mieko, they're going 3 wide into Sector 3. I don't know what's going on here, but...
we have a... Did we have a virtual safety car or something? No,
I don't think we did. It's just...
They look to be going very slow there for a little while.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know what
everyone's
that
just
was about.
slowing down because no one knew what they were doing, and they were 3 wide
Yeah,
into T. What is that? T11, T12? But,
12, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Fluffy Dave all over the back of Jan Erik. Mieko making the move into T1 on Silent Ace. Triton gets a 3-second time penalty on top of everything, and Triton actually crashes into the barrier of the pits to make it all worse. So I think this is going to be a dive into the pits for him, and then just pressing that retire button. Assassin also picks up 3-second time penalty from multiple warnings.
Gonna have to look at those penalties later on in the race, what they actually do. But I think the top 3 don't have a penalty so far, at least.
I don't think I've seen their name pop up yet. So yeah, that should be right about that. Interestingly enough, Triton does not retire, so I appreciate that resilience and the patience to stay in the race, even though it hasn't gone his way today. But it happens.
A look at the top 4 there, and Felix does not have a single warning. Some Idiot and Hugo have 2, and Copy doesn't have anything either.
Okay. So the advantage currently is with Felix, since he doesn't have any warnings, and those 2 warnings from some Idiot and Hugo's can quickly turn into a 3-second time penalty, because it's very, very easy to go off track.
Well, looks like this pace set by Felix is good enough for some Idiot and Hugo, or then they're just cruising in this DRS and saving their tires.
Yeah.
Make an overcut on those
AlphaTauri
boys.
Oh no, and Timo and Mieko come together in T1, and that's a tire to side pod for Timo, and he's off track and goes around. Mieko just continues along like nothing happened. Rainbow makes a move on Silent Ace. Silent Ace really struggling on those hards there. Oh, he has end plate damage. Where did he pick up that from? Okay. Makes sense.
We missed some kind of contact, I think, but
yeah.
Having a look at Mieko's lap times here, and he's done a 120 flat, which is very slow pace for those. I wonder if he's struggling with some kind of technical issue here, because he's fallen like 4.5 seconds off Jan Erik there. And I'm not sure what's the trouble for Mieko, but he seems to be struggling quite a lot at the moment. He's losing a lot of time on Jan Erik at the moment.
Yeah, that does look like that, that's for sure. But,
so they were basically together the last lap, and he's lost about 4 seconds this lap. I think this is going to be trying to pick up something on the race director, but there is absolutely nothing. So Mieko across the line, and that's a 120.6, which is very, very slow. And I think he might be carrying some sort of problem. He has damage.
No, that's
I see that now.
Ah, okay.
Left hand side. Oh no, he's missing an end plate, so that is
that explains the lap times, yeah. And then now Rainbow is all over the back of him into T4. Hugo is from the top 4, has pit, and is there's a car on track that stopped. Is that Triton? Yeah, that is Triton. He's probably got it all wrong in turn 9, and now he's just waiting for the entire grid to go past him. Oh no, and Higgsy gets a 3-second time penalty also after getting that unfortunate puncture. He's not having a great time. Mieko also gets a 3-second time penalty for going off track.
He's getting swamped here completely by these guys. 3 wide into the hairpin. Oh my word, is this gonna be something though? So they somehow get away with that.
Great camera angle on that one actually. This time looking back on one car, that looked pretty good. But we have Mieko coming out on top there, but Hugo's all around him, all behind him. Triton gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. I think he's done. He's just gone through the, well, off-track tarmac, and that's it.
I think Mieko is just playing the team game here, and he's trying to cost Hugo some time to get let the Jan Erik get as far away as he possibly can.
Yeah, Hugo's making the move into T1 with that DRS and overtake button. There's nothing that Mieko can do.
Yeah. But Hugo does now have, and Felix is actually ahead of them pretty clearly, like 2.5 seconds, I think. So.
Yeah, Hugo's did not get that. He tried the undercut, but he did not get it right, since he ended up in a massive, massive train of traffic, and Mieko in front with that damage severely slowed him down, and that 3 wide into T10 and whatnot, it did not help. So has an uphill battle here, but we've seen Hugo's pace. We know what he can do, so he'll most likely get that sorted.
Into the pit lane as well. from the lead of the race. So let's see where he comes out. He was still on a personal best actually this lap, so
as we
the
have
pace
seen,
was still there on those mediums.
Timo and Silent Ace in the back fighting for position. Timo actually makes the move on that DRS straight, back straight there. Timo on 14 lap old medium, so he's probably going to pit as well. Silent Ace on 14 lap old hard, so he's probably going to stay out for a little bit. Hugo sets the fastest lap time of an 18 flat, so yeah, definitely some pace going on around there. Samidia comes out of the pits right in front of Rainbow and right behind Felix, so definitely that gap there worked out for him.
Looking beautifully for Jan-Erik at the moment, who is the effective leader of the race. When you count all the pit stops in, he's right behind Jonah, and I think he might get him on the next DRS straight here.
Yeah, Jonah is already feeling the effects of those 17, no, I'm sorry, what am I saying? 15 lap old I can't talk. Hards. Yep. Hards. Not mediums, not softs. And not, yeah, not 17 lap old tires, 15 lap old tires. And
close enough, you know,
close
plus -2.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember the bug with Codemasters when they were showing you did like double the amount of laps on the tires or whatever it was?
Oh, like, that's well, wasn't that
34 laps in a 20 lap race or whatever.
Yeah, we have see Assassin here diving into the pits.
Another penalty.
That's 6 seconds a mess for him, I'm pretty sure. Jonah is still gonna stay out. I don't actually know how many laps he's gonna make on those hards. Jan-Erik with the fastest lap time of 17.9.
They want to pit something like lap 18 or so.
Yeah, Jan-Erik just flies by Jonah on that main straight, just has no chance of trying to protect that either. Also probably not understands that, but also probably understands that it's not his fight, since he's on that older hard set.
Somebody actually came out behind Felix Brony, so Felix aka Brony.
Yeah. Kopi and Mirko actually had a little bit of a tussle into T1 there, but apparently Kopi is way ahead of him already, since Mirko's front wing damage. He just doesn't have the pace on that straight. Oh, and Felix gets his 3-second time penalty.
Well, that's pretty big, I think.
Yeah, that's we haven't seen that penalty pop up for some idiot or Hugo's or Rainbow. I'm pretty sure did Rainbow get
Jan-Erik either, who is actually like 5 seconds ahead of them pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
But that's from 0 warnings for Felix to a penalty in just a few laps. So going a little bit wide on those
maybe just struggling a little bit with understeer on those hards.
Yeah, that could very well be the case. Jan-Erik just keeps going faster and faster, improves so at 1/10 again. And that was 17.8. Some idiot is on the back of Felix now, pulls up to the inside. Actually on the outside, has to move into the corner and actually makes the pass on that straight.
Hugo also picks up Rainbow, who spins out of the first corner. Oh no, Rainbow is around in turn 2, so that is not good news for him, and he's gonna get swamped by a bunch of cars here, I think.
Yeah. Alan right behind
all the way from P7 down to P11, and I think he's gonna maybe drop even down behind Alan here. No,
Alan tried to go on the outside. Alan goes on the inside. That's ambitious. They bump some tires and wheels and whatever they do, and Alan actually makes the move on Rainbow. He must be fuming after that. Incident T1 makes him go around, and now he's dropped all the way back to P12, and he has an uphill battle on a spun tire, and not a lot of ERS for his name, and trying to fight his way back with older tires than, for example, Assassin and Mirko. Mirko and Assassin actually going side by side. Assassin loses it a little bit, just rejoins right in front of Alan, gives him the position. What am I doing with my camera? Oh my lord. And Rainbow all around him. Some idiot sets the fastest lap of the race at 17.5. So the pace is starting to pick up. Mirko actually drives into the pits at this moment.
At mediums, I guess, and that wing fixture is, let's see,
Yeah, I would assume so, because he doesn't have any other tires to go to. Hard.
Yeah, I was following that incident with Hugo overtook Rainbow into turn 1, and then Rainbow just basically lost it on power out of turn 2. So.
Okay, right. So
no contact there.
Yeah.
Or that's what I saw anyway.
Yeah. Silent Ace and Luca. Well, Lucas goes to the car. Wait, is that Luca's ghosted car or is that Luca? I don't actually know. Dives into the pits for new sets of tires. Jonah and Danny still out on track on those 18-lap old hards, gone from the start. They're really close to each other, but they don't really have a gap to anyone, and they're gonna come out on track out of the points. Yeah, definitely out of the points. They don't have 22 seconds to be with the points as they both dive into the pits. We have a Renault around on track. That is, I believe, Timo? That is Timo, yes. He is around. I don't know what has happened.
Yeah, I might have just lost it on power or something.
Yeah,
no damage.
No damage to be seen on this car, and
it's not a great race for the two SRL boys today.
No, definitely not.
Unfortunately.
But there's always another day.
Yep.
Jonah and Danny actually come out of the pits right next to Alvaro and Fluffy Dave, so there's going to be a four-way fight for that last point scoring position. Danny loses the position to Alvaro. Alvaro on those older hard, so I'm assuming he's going to try to make the move on as fast as possible to just get clear of him and get on with it and try to fight for that last point scoring position with Jonah. Hugo's gets the 3-second time penalty, so now the only guy in the clear in that top section is Jan Erik and some idiot.
Yep, that's right. And Jan Erik leading this race with those 6-lap older hards. 3.2 seconds of clear of some idiot at the moment, but these guys are closing on on him. So yeah. I can't speak either today, so
That's fine. Some idiot is staying within that 3-second time gap, so if he can stay clear and if Jan Erik happens to get a penalty, that's some idiot's race. As he sets another fastest tire, 17.39, almost a 17, well, 17.4 essentially, but
I thought I was doing pretty good on low 18s in my practice session yesterday, so yeah, back to the drawing table for me.
Danny actually does not have DRS on Jonah here, so he got past Alvaro, don't know when, don't know where, because of course, naturally we missed it. But doesn't have DRS. Yeah, doesn't have DRS on Jonah. Has dropped back far enough, and he needs that DRS if he wants to fight for that position.
Jonah is very low on battery. Danny can deploy here a little bit to get back to that range. So
yeah, Mieko actually sets 16.8.
Fresh mediums.
Yeah,
but he's unfortunately very, very far away from points.
Yeah. After
that, I don't actually know where he lost his end plate there, but there must have been some kind of contact that we missed.
Yeah, definitely. There's been a lot going on in this race, so I can't really tell where most of the stuff has happened, as the top 5 is separated by a lot of time currently. Felix on the back of Samidia does have the DRS though, so he's going to use a lot of overtake to get closer.
Doesn't have it now.
Oh.
Must have been just outside or something, and
I saw it loading, and then suddenly he just didn't activate it.
Maybe it's broken? I don't know. Because I think on full damage you might have this
yeah, you might get DRS failures. Yeah.
Yeah. But not a glitch, it's a feature, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hugo struggling a little bit to catch these guys, which is a bit of a surprise to me, but I guess some idiot and Felix are of course very high-level drivers themselves. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the league I race with them, it's just like they're off on their own race, and I'm just there trying to get the last point scoring positions that there are to keep it given. But
yeah, and Hugo, of course, was stuck in that traffic after his attempted undercut, which didn't really go his way today.
No. He released himself into major traffic, and that's pretty much where he lost most of the time to that front runner group. He does have quite a bit of a buffer to Vexit behind. I'm not sure about Vexit's penalties, but that 5.
He doesn't have anything yet.
Okay, that 5.5 second gap to P5 should be pretty okay. He does. Hugo's does have a 3-second time penalty, but if he keeps this pace, he should be okay.
I've just had a look there. So Jan Erik has 1 warning. Some idiot has 2 warnings. One of them is on lap 1, so I'm not sure what warning that is actually, but yeah, anyway. And then Felix and Hugo have those 3 seconds, Vexit has 2 warnings.
Alright. So Hugo's does have to keep that gap to Vexit then case he wants to keep that P4.
And Copy, just to mention the top 6 there, so Copy has a completely clean slate. He has absolutely nothing there, clean sheet.
As we have Alvaro and Fluffy Dave going side by side into Team 4 right now. Timo picks up a 3-second time penalty. Fluffy Dave on the outside, both on those hard tires. I can't see anything out of that corner, and Alvaro does still have the position. But Fluffy Dave on the inside, both lock up into T6. 5, sorry, I don't know how to count. Is that T6? 5? I don't know.
It's 5 maybe, because I think they count this weird kink on the straight as turn 6.
Okay, right, I see that. Fluffy Dave is in front right now for Alvaro on 2-lap old horse. Is he going to make a move into the inside? He does. It's a dive bomb. They bump wheels a little bit. They're side by side now, bumping side bots as well. Alvaro does let off the gas to let Fluffy Dave go in front on that sector 3, because that's not a place where you want to fight.
Immediate and Felix inevitably closing on Jan-Erik at the front of the race, and Jan-Erik is probably starting to feel that pressure. I think what he can do here is that if he gets overtaken, he just has to try and hang in that DRS and defend.
Yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't have a penalty so far.
Yeah. Alvaro and Fluffy Dave are still fighting, this time into T1. Those two guys are putting up a fight for that P12. Pretty fierce for a position with no points, but I guess good racing is always good racing.
Another fight just up the road from them is Assassin, Alan, and Rainbow for P7, 8, and 9. So they're within 4 tenths of each other there.
Oh, and both Assassin and Rainbow get penalty on that same corner.
Commentators cursed right
yeah,
away.
Yeah, it's completely just cursed as soon as we mention them. Jonah is catching up to that little train. He's only 3 seconds behind right now. He does have a penalty of his own, but Danny also on the back of him within that DRS range. So we're going to see the fight for that last point scoring position and also for P7-8. Copy also closing in on Bexit there. He's only 1 second behind right now. Bexit has way less DRS on that straight than Copy does, and if he can make it into that 1 second gap, then that position is most likely his, looking at the statistics that we have right now. Fresher tires, more ERS, DRS power. Could be a P5 for Copy there.
Rainbow all on the back of Alan there, but I can't really do anything here into turn 4, I think. He shows Alan that he's there, but chooses to back out of it wisely, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about waiting for the guy in front to make a mistake so you can get that position, because there's not really a lot of positions here that you can...
That's DRS from Assassin as well. It's extremely difficult to overtake.
Yeah.
Sort of even with DRS, I would say. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and yeah, Rainbow's just having a look there, keeping Alan awake.
Yeah, he needs to get past Alan here because he does have 5 laps old the tires.
Oh,
As he goes up the
He's
inside,
gonna go on the inside.
Oh no, that's dangerous, but he does keep it clean. He really needs to get past Alan, so he wants to get the fight to Assassin because those older tires.
Alan off the balance here, and Alan is not gonna get DRS here, so he should get this move done on the main straight here.
Yeah, that's that. Not even using overtake, and Alan just gonna cover up the inside, but
nothing he can do really.
Completely the wrong person, yeah, exactly. I believe we have something happened. Okay, Higgsy, something happened to him, and he's now diving into the pits on those 13 lap old hards. Is he going to dive in for wing change?
And pick the fastest lap of the race and take it away from anybody else at that point.
Yeah, he's going to dive.
He's not going to get it himself outside top 10, but anyway, it's
yeah. Just to get that extra point. Yeah.
He's had a wing change there as well, so maybe some.
I believe I saw
with a wall or another car.
Yeah, I believe I saw him drop a lot of seconds in Sector 3, so he might have gone round or had contact with someone, but don't know what happened.
Some idiot and Felix still closing on Jan-Erik, but not like it's staying at 1.6, 1.7 seconds, so they're not really quite within DRS range of him yet.
I don't think they're pushing it. I mean, if they're smart, they don't want to push it because they possibly know that he's on older tires, which means that the tire wear is going to be more severe for Jan-Erik in front. Granted, he does have
Like-
the clean air, so if he's a tire whisperer, he might not get as much tire wear as, for example, well, Felix, since he's following some idiot. But Hugo's
He's
also...
surprisingly low on battery though, so I think he is really trying to get that gap down, and it is like coming down, but it's very slow. Oh, and that's a penalty for some idiot. I saw that on board with him. He went a little bit wide in turn 7 on the curb, and that's what's the word? You inevitably get a penalty there.
Yeah.
A warning.
Yeah. So
Very
now
harsh.
we have a level playing field with some idiot Felix and Hugo's, all of them with 3-second time penalties.
Jan-Erik, nothing.
Jan-Erik has nothing, so he currently has a 4.5-second gap to some idiot. It just got a lot better for him.
He's got 1 warning from lap 7, and nothing after that. So
yeah.
And they're not really catching him. That it is a surprise to me because they're on 7 or 6 lap fresher tires as well.
Yeah, exactly. Could you take a look at the fastest laps we have currently?
Yes, let's do that. So
if I do
the
that,
fastest lap is for Mieko, still on those fresh mediums. He pitted 16.8.
Okay, right. I just
saw. I guess maybe Hicksy might get it on those fresh softs.
Yeah.
I just saw
Felix
in a lap or 2.
Felix do a 17 flat on those tall lap hold hard, so we're definitely starting to see those low fuel lap times right now. As Fluffy Dave and Alvaro are again fighting for that position, this time to 3-2-3. Well, Fluffy Dave pretty far ahead right now, so I don't think there's going to be any more fighting until the next DRS straight for these two. Danny
Copy
has
on the back of exit as well, pretty close, on the DRS range at least.
Yeah.
And Danny on
Rainbow.
Jonah as well, yeah.
Yeah, Assassin, Rainbow, and Alan. All just in a small train of their own. Rainbow closing in Assassin, but wait.
Alan and, Jonah and Danny are gonna join this train soon, I think, on those fresher mediums.
Only 4 laps to go in this race, so they really need to push for these last few laps to get that life out of those mediums to get that DRS range. I think Danny's just parked himself behind Jonah to wait for him to make either a mistake or then just get to the DRS train so he can make his final moves on those final laps to get those final point scoring positions. There's a pretty hefty gap to P12 behind, so he should be fine with that. The exit keeps dropping and dropping from Hugo, so there's that top 4. Well, the top 3 is away with it, and then there's Hugo's, and then there's Vexit.
Yep. I'm idiot now, 1.3 seconds from Jan-Erik. But for Jan-Erik, of course, it's enough to, if these guys catch him and overtake him, he just has to hang in there, and he will still win this race on penalties.
Yep. Definitely. I really don't see some idiot getting that gap and getting a 3-second gap on him in 3 laps. It doesn't really seem plausible right now.
Unless there's some kind of contact, which we of course don't want to see, so Danico, another penalty for him. That's 9 seconds, I think, for him.
Oh no.
That's probably gonna put him out of points contention for today.
Yep. Most certainly. Do we have any battles going on the track? Rainbow is
Copy
on
on Vexit, I think, might be pretty close on the main straight here.
Yeah, but I mean, if Copy can stay behind Vexit on this exit out of Sector 3, it's pretty much over. Has 80% of ERS on Copy there, so it's gonna be a... Well, I mean...
Vexit is deploying everything he has as well.
Trying to protect that position.
I think he's
from
too far back,
Copy.
actually,
Yeah, he's too far back. He doesn't make the lunge and makes the safe play and just stays behind. He does have the back straight.
Vexit deployed everything he had in there.
So. Yeah. Also got a little bit of better exit on that. And Jonah and Danny fighting for position in T1, 2, 3. Now they're going side by side into T4. Let's see who comes out on top here. Who's braver on the brakes? Jonah on the outside, Danny on the inside. I can't see anything with this camera angle. Still going side by side. Now going to T5, 6. I don't know. Yeah. Jonah now in front. Still side by side. Someone has to give up the position here. Oh my lord. They're still side by side. And this time Danny actually goes in front. But this means DRS for Jonah on this back straight. Danny does not have any ERS left, but neither does Jonah. Jonah is just going to stay behind. That's some brave racing, but some good racing as well.
3 laps to go across the line here, and some idiot and Felix are ever closer to Jan-Erik, but still outside DRS, 1.1 seconds now.
Yeah.
So it's trying everything they possibly can, but Jan-Erik is doing just enough at the moment.
ERS completely at similar levels for all of them at the top. Jan-Erik was at 19%, Samediot is at about 20, and then same thing for Felix. They're all at the same times. Same with Hugo's behind as well. Everyone's pushing what they can to keep the gaps to each other.
Here on the back straight, I think so.
He's going to, yeah, detection zone was there, and he's going to get that DRS, so he's going to get that gap closer and closer.
Brownie doesn't.
Brownie does not. No, he was outside of the 1 second gap when the timing came up. Oh, gets a little bit
leery out of there.
Still a little leery. He's losing a little bit more time to Samediot in front. Samediot didn't gain that much time on that DRS back straight. Now he's gaining a lot of time in Sector 3, so definitely cleaner through there than Jan-Erik. Jan-Erik's exit is a little bit better than Samediot's though on that traction. And Jan-Erik just deploying, actually not even deploying anything he has, but the exit out of the Sector 3 was just that much better than Samediot's. That Samediot does not gain more than 2.5 tenths on that straight.
To only hold out for another 2 laps here, and we have yellow flag.
Yellow flags in Sector 3, and that's Jonah. Jonah's around,
no.
and that is effectively his point scoring race in the bottle.
And Danny might actually have points here because Fluffy Dave has some penalties as well, so we'll see what that.
Yeah, we'll see as soon as they cross the line what the situation here might be. But
gonna have a one last look at Jan-Erik's warning situation. It's still only 1 warning for him. Well, yeah, he's got this covered if he can just hold out another 1 lap.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be plausible, barring some horrific incident on the final lap, some final lap drama. Hopefully not, but and I need to knock on wood so that we don't get the commentator's curse on that one either.
Idiot is very close here, but I think he might be just too far back to make a move here. I don't know, he's pretty close. Deploying everything he has.
Is he desperate?
Both of them are.
Yeah,
but I think he might be
oh, looking to the inside, but going back behind the car, just trying to throw Jan-Erik off his pace here, and very, very close to his back at the end. He's trying to push Jan-Erik to make a mistake to get that penalty. He doesn't know how many warnings he has, but he's hoping for that final lap penalty so he can try to gain position and then make a race to the finish line. He's gonna make a move on the inside. That's very, very, very. Oh my, that's bold on the inside. Knows that he made a mistake by diving into the side pod, and is trying to stay with him, but he doesn't have the grip out of T8. T9 coming in.
His DRS rate isn't very long, so he's gonna have to make another send if he wants to win this on track, and I think he's too far back.
Yeah, Jan-Erik also deploying all of his ERS that he has, all 5%, and staying in front. I think this race might be in the bag. We didn't see a penalty pop up for Jan-Erik either, and not for Samediot either, so positions should not be solidified yet, but we're coming across the finish line. Let's head on top of and Jan-Erik here as he is coming out of the final sector, final corner, and he's going to cross the finish line in net P1, and he keeps the position.
Brilliant from him.
Absolutely brilliant.
I didn't believe that could work, the soft hard tactic against these guys, but it did. So just brilliant pace and brilliant control on the tires from him.
Absolutely. Will we see a position change between Vexit and Copy here? Going aboard of Vexit there. Vexit over the line, and Copy, no, neither of them had penalties. So it's going to say as is.
7 on the penalties.
Assassin had a few. Rainbow also had a few, so there's a couple.
I think
of
Danny will get.
No,
he didn't.
No,
0.6 seconds on
0.6,
Alvaro.
0.6,
so.
yeah. He had more penalties than Alvaro behind, so he's going to stay there. Higgsy gets 3 second time penalty on the final lap, as most of the grid is now coming across the finish line.
The fastest lap actually stayed on Mieko for those mediums. Higgsy got close, but didn't quite beat him.
Yeah, to make that stick. Renault's not the greatest race for those two. Luca, Triton, Corsac. Unfortunately, we didn't see Corsac fight for those top point scoring positions because of that incident at the start. And
Contact there.
yeah. Whew. I mean, so the game gives driver of the day to some idiots, but who would you say?
I would definitely like. It's a little bit boring to give it to the race winner, but definitely I would say Jan-Erik because of that brilliant control on that strategy. Because I figured he's not gonna stand a chance against some idiot Felix and Hugo on the medium hard strategy.
Yeah.
But he controlled the pace. He didn't pick up a penalty. He won on track. So my hats off to that guy. So
yeah, absolutely a great race for anyone in the top there also. And as we see the final screen here, somebody going from P9 on the grid to P2, so a solid race for him. Honorable mentions, of course. Copy
good
as
race
well.
From Alan as well.
Yeah, Copy, Alan. Clean race, no penalties, going from P12 to P13, P13 to P7. Yeah, just great races all around from the boys. Here, but definitely I'd say also my driver of the day would go to Jan-Erik this time. Commanding race, held his own against Felix and somebody up behind, and just made that pace stick and came across the line without penalties and 3 seconds clear of some idiot. Clean racing.
Absolutely. Considering we know these guys he beat. He's I don't know him from before, but clearly a very very fast guy.
Yeah.
And,
he might be
I know some idiot Felix and Hugo, and I know how fast those guys are. And if you beat them on track,
absolutely,
it's always a pretty brilliant thing to do.
Yeah. As we make a neat transition over to the driver's interview, and let's see if we have anyone that wants to speak to us. Not right now, at least. Let me just put in a little bit of a comment over here.
Some idiot at least.
All right.
Still feels weird to call him some idiot, but
yeah. Well, Cody, some idiot. However you want to say it.
Cody. I keep remembering that's his actual name, but for some reason I just yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Let's see here. All right. Not seeing anyone else but some idiot currently, at least in the lobby. So let me just close up my game here. And he's saying "Give interview" right now in Discord, so he's keen to get into this conversation. So let's drag him in here and talk to him. Hello, some idiot.
Hello.
Hey,
can I ask something before we start? Get Janab in here too. He's also in the waiting room.
All right, let's get him in here as well. Hello, Janab. You are doing a double interview. There we go.
Yeah.
So, to get one thing clear, is Janab actually the guy who won the race?
Yes. All right. He had his name weird.
I didn't. I kind of was suspecting that, and I think the other guy was Miso, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We decided to do it for one race, but next week it will be.
They're weebs. They are weebs.
So you guys confused the flip out of us. So, all right.
Yeah, I was thinking who is this guy who is so fast on this soft to hard strategy, but yeah, just go for it, Eddie.
I mean, somehow my brain just blanked and I didn't remember that Meso and Janab were the people that were in the Alpha Tower race. But anyway, setting that aside and setting our stupidities aside, some idiot. We can start with you. How did your race go? How did you feel in that car? Any spectacular incidents or whatever that you went through or anything like that?
Okay. I could talk your ear off right now about this race, but I'm going to try to be as brief as I can. I'll be as brief as I can.
Sure.
P9 on the mediums. I knew coming in I didn't have the greatest quali pace. It was all going to be coming down to the race pace I had in it. Car was fantastic in the race. I can't say I felt really happy with the car. I actually made an adjustment in the final stint. I put more front wing on for the hards. That made the car just about perfect. I almost had it almost exactly what I wanted. I was super happy with it. But Yeah, P9 on the medium, and just tried to move forward from there. Managed to find a little something in lap 1. Got up, cycled out to about 6th, if I remember right. I can't remember. Behind Brownie for the first 15 odd laps. Knew the race pace was there. I just needed an opportunity to pass. Got that opportunity to pass, and did everything in my power to get to Janab. I got a third warning on lap 29, just at the turn 8 and 9 chicane. It's my fault. None of them are. No,
Yeah,
it's
we
nobody's
caught it on
fault but my
stream.
own. Yeah, I was like, oh, God. But as soon as that happened, I just felt something just flip a switch in my head, and I'm like, I'm going to get to Janab. One way, hell or high water. I am going to get to him. And on the last lap, had my opportunity. I think I was struggling with ERS in the final stint with the extra front wing. I couldn't regen as much as I was hoping for, and I don't know if you caught the turn 6, but that was probably my one shot at passing, and I don't think I did it the cleanest. I tried to give up the advantage from the contact, so
Yeah,
that's
we
kind
were
of
on.
what happened on the exit.
Yeah, we were on a board with you on that, and I said that it was a pretty spectacular dive, but I saw you gave up the position immediately, so hats off to you for
Yeah.
that one.
But no, just congrats to Janab. That was excellent job from him. I know I want a little bit more. I want to position more, but that was a spectacular job from him. I mean, a good
Absolutely.
recovery from crashing in qualifying.
Yeah, there was
I
a thunderstorm at my house, and there was a
Yeah,
flash,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then I got this. No, like seriously,
You're a
and I
bad
just hit the wall.
driver. Bad driver. But go ahead, Janab. Go ahead. My apologies.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Mizzo was really unlucky. I think it actually could have been an AlphaTauri Toro Rosso 1-2 as well, but there was some backmarker crash, I think. Obviously, the guys who haven't pitted, and then he got caught up in that and had an orange front wing, and then his race was basically over
Oh
because obviously there's no second set of hard tires or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's really unfortunate. Mizzo has a bad run right now. Obviously, last week the collision with Brownie, the puncture in the end, and then also in other leagues he's having not a good time right now with this game. So it's really
Pace is there though, I have to say. But
sorry.
the pace is definitely there though. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean
Lucky with
that's yeah, that's for sure. I think 1-2 would have been possible if we would have DRS trained each other, and then maybe even we would have been able to stay ahead of, or like stay outside of DRS to the medium runners or the medium starters. Yeah, and obviously the last few laps, Idiot and Brownie were catching me. I wasn't thinking that I can stay ahead of them at first, because I think Idiot had 6 lap fresher tires than me, and that's quite a lot. I was almost at puncher territory towards the end, 73%, and I guess Idiot was even below 60% or something.
I was gonna ask you for your tire wear. I was like mid-50s myself, but I digress.
Yeah, I think I was 75 at the pit stop and then 73 at finish line. And
Gotcha.
yeah, obviously then with the dive, I thought I covered the inside, and then he obviously went for it. I decided to still give him space, but basically minimum space, as I already covered the line. And yeah, I mean, luckily there was also no incident with that. And so with my race myself, I'm happy. Obviously, it's a bit it's really unfortunate with Mizzo actually.
Yeah, absolutely. You had a very, very strong start when you just pulled away from the rest of the field. Can you quickly tell us about what kind of strat you had for that? You were going to try to make a gap to the others and possibly hope for maybe a safety car?
No, we weren't hoping for a safety car. It was just that we were obviously trying to get as far away from the medium runners as possible, because we knew towards the end they will be quicker. And I think that just about worked out. On pace, if you consider the whole situation with the grid, that they have to pass people as well and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Then I was actually able to finish first on track as well, even apart from penalties. So I think that just about worked out. And yeah, obviously would have been better.
I don't
would have been
remember if
better
we
with
already said it, but you're our driver of the day as well, because I think that's just the brilliant drive from you. It's just absolutely
was-
brilliant.
Coming to
I
that,
am.
yeah. We just
Okay.
skipped
I was-
the.
Thank you.
I was going to say one more thing before I head off.
Yep.
Currently in the provisional results, P10 is Alvaro. And I just want to give a special shout out to that because he's been with us since 2017. He actually skipped the 2019 game. He hasn't played a lot of F1. He was one of our he was like our original admin here. P10 for him. I'm really, really happy for him. That's
All right, props to
a
him
spectacular job from him.
for that
I
for
agree.
that position. Then in that case, absolutely didn't know about this one, so
Yeah, I'm happy
good for you
him.
too.
I
Good for you
hope-
to speak
I,
up.
I hope.
Anyways, also congrats from my side to the people on the podium. And I think they did a really good race as well, really strong that they obviously they had fresher tires, but still a 5-second gap, you still have to close that down. So I think that's also brilliant pace by them.
Oh, that was you. I didn't know that, Janep.
Yes, this is
Well,
me
then,
changed the name
no
for one
wonder.
race.
I thought, who is that fast guy?
So did we. So we've been confused the entire race. But
Yeah.
as
Only for one
also
race,
Brownie
so-
hops into the commentary box as we have the entire podium runners here talking at the same time. That's fine. Brownie, do you want to chime in? Do you have anything to say about your race and about
I
general
want
stuff?
to apologize to the voice chat because I was crying the whole time about the last chicane because my setup was so bad there. I was suffering really hard. Yeah,
All right, that's
but
fine.
other than that, good GG to Janep and Cody. Good racing.
Grazie also.
Thank you.
All right. Icewind, do you have anything to ask our fellow podium racers?
I suppose not really. Just yeah, good race from all of you, but yeah.
All right.
Was,
I prefer the
was
term
actually,
racist.
I want to say this. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but it was more entertaining that I was expecting from this race because Spain doesn't always give the best of races. But yeah, it was. There was quite a lot of battles all around. So yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I love about the league here is it's super close. I really think
Yeah.
anyone can run near the front, can run up front on a good day. Like I really believe that.
I think there are like 10 people who can challenge for a podium pace-wise.
Exactly. Like it's always
Absolutely.
going to be tight.
In quali, I believe I saw that top, was it top 10 or top something, top 10, top 11, all within 1 second of each other with different tire compounds. So yeah, it is competitive, definitely.
Look at the race pace of you guys on the hards, and then I'm thinking about my league race tomorrow, and I'm like, oh,
Oh no.
okay then.
No.
All right, so
I
does anyone...
thought I was doing all right in my practice yesterday, but I've clearly been proven wrong.
Keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. I know you got
Absolutely.
You have to try Hugo's TT setup. Without that, I would have been screwed. So he's like P20 in the leaderboards, and
4-9 wings or what?
yes, but he has a
Okay.
few minor adjustments in the suspension geometry.
Mhm.
And yeah, I use exactly that. I changed the differential, but that's not that big of a deal,
Yeah.
and it really helped me a lot.
All right.
And it's also possible to do soft hard with that, at least for me.
Yeah, I did it actually. This is a little bit off topic, I guess, but I did it in practice yesterday. But I'm just a little bit slower than you guys. Yeah. Let's forget about that.
All right. All right. Thank you guys for joining the commentary box for these interviews at the end of stream here. Great race for all of you. Congrats on the podium positions and taking home those important points.
Yep. Thank you for the
having
stream,
us.
guys.
Thank
Yep,
you guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
See you. See you. See you.
As my Discord isn't on the streamer mode, so that doesn't matter at this point.
Is
But-
the stream over?
The stream is not over yet.
Oh no!
I'm still
We're
I'm
trying
still
to take
online.
into saying
I'm
something,
still
you know.
online. I was going to say my closing words after people have left, but apparently my Discord has gone off of streamer mode, and everyone heard those beeps, but that's fine.
Beep beep. Okay, I'm
Beep,
gonna
beep.
deafen myself. You go ahead and close
All right.
them.
Sure. As we near the end of the stream here, thank you guys for joining once again to the Rapid Racer stream. For anyone tuning in, thank you for watching, and it's been an honor to host the stream. This is my first time ever actually streaming, like streaming. I've been commenting before, of course, but yeah, didn't go that bad. And thank you, Icewind, for joining me as a co-commentator. I would have been babbling by myself here as otherwise, and pleasure to commentate with you.
Thanks. Likewise.
This is it for us. Tune in next week for, I believe, is it Monaco?
Monaco. It is Monaco.
Oh, it is Monaco next week. So tune in next week
Yes,
for that race,
Cody
and
track.
we'll see who gets that win there. Anyway, thank you for us, and hope to see you next week.